Hey y'all, I'm be ready to start here in like a couple minutes. Be right back. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh, Rick, howdy ho, everybody. Yep, I see you, Randy. All right, bud. Okay, that was a okay. Let me see. Let me get caught up here. I see $500. Government can drive in the car. We found set in between my. I mean, that's such bullshit. That's such bullshit. But I definitely don't. I don't. Let's see. I don't endorse putting lasers on them or getting a photon light and it or that uh, reflective uh, tester's paint that won't let it read your license plate. I would never endorse that either. That'd be terrible. How dare you? There's all kinds of bullshit right there. Anyway, so you got a ticket? $500. Yeah, that's complete and utter baloney. Yeah, I'm good. I got to I gotta get you. I'm gonna post some pictures of my garden, Dean. You'll be proud of me. You'll be like, that's my boy. Definitely. This is the first garden I've done on my own. I've done helped somebody or went in and done one with people, but I was always pouring concrete. Didn't have too much time. Basically, I got a garden with the guy or with the lady because I had a bobcat. Truth be known. Anyway, um, hmm. So what I'm going to do tonight is this will. I probably won't talk about this after tonight unless I get something really profound. All this not like this. When I was on TikTok, people I go on these flat Earth and their uh, channels, and everybody's like, "Oh, you know the Bible so well." I was like, "Yeah," and I don't believe in Jesus. I've been talking to you for 3 hours about the Bible, and I ain't pulled out a Bible. It's just off the top of my head. So consider I know the Bible and I don't follow Jesus. What's that tell you? And you said I'm a good guy, so use your discernment. So yeah, they're not. They got a delusion. I've never. Dean's seen it. He's seen it. Yeah, Dean. I'll get pictures of it. It's a little overgrown right now because I've been working on Aunt Diana's little cat pen and trying to get caught up around here. And we had the bobcat here, and my cousin Laura had her tractor. She mowed, so I've been busy doing other stuff, and I kind of got behind on it. But yeah, I turned it over to the ladies. Like, I got shit to do. You guys harvest it. Big old peas and pumpkins and hi Sally. Uh, corn's a little lack. Beans and my man, they're growing everywhere. I'm gonna add a 20 meter by 15 meter north of it and spread my rows apart because my aunt's sister has one of those Troy built with the self-propelled um, tillers. So I'm gonna make the rows real wide, so I can just run that right down. Yeah, I'm spoiled basically. Okay, let's get started here. All right, so believer, the believers. What's the definition of a believer? The definition of a believer in the dictionary is to accept something as true, real, right, and trust they told the truth. Truth without absolute proof. Black's Law Dictionary, or the church's definition. Then I'll do Black's Law Dictionary. All three of them are different. Active trust, total reliance, committing your life and loyalty to God and Jesus Christ. Way far different from the dictionary um, definition. This is Black's Law Dictionary. A conjunction of truth of a proposition existing subjectively in the mind and induced by argument, what's I say, persuasion of proof, addressed to judgment, conclusion reached by inferences, rather than direct knowing or signs of perception. That's why everybody's not winning in court because they speak a whole different language. Knowing is fact based on direct sensory perception, intuition, and actual experience. That's why we're knowers. We know shit. We don't believe nothing. Now, in the Library of Congress, if you look up the definition of dominion, you'll see a line. See, it's the third line in their definitions, and it says Christianity, an order of angels. Then it gives dominion, absolute ownership. So they're definitely twisting words, using the word salad to trick people. That right there, just that alone would have made me, if I learned that back in 2017, 18, You had to have been way further ahead. So, and this is for, I'm doing this, I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. I'm not trying to push anything. I'm just neutral and I'm sharing awareness and my experiences. That's all I'm doing. What you do with it, that's on you. Hey, kids, man. How are you doing, hon? Okay. Here it is. Library of Congress says in the District of Columbia that number one is domain. That's demon. That's the Greek word for what they translate to demon. It's Elohim to domain or daemon. I mean, not domain, daemon, and then to demon for the L. So if anybody else has not, they're just getting into Christianity. Do not believe the Ten Commandments are the absolute law. Do some research first because a curse is attached to it. It's called the Veil of Moses, and it's powerful. Number three, dominions, plural, Christianity, and order of angels, celestial hierarchy. So I went and looked up the celestial and it says number five, law, absolute ownership. And this is where the maritime law comes from, the natural law. The nine orders of celestial hierarchy. It is the first there's three triads. There's the seraphim, pure light, cherubim, wisdom of um, the knowledge of heaven, and records. They're over the records. Thrones, um, transcendent manifestations serving as God's seat. The second triad is the dominions again. It says to regulators, there's an order called dominions. Regulators of lower angels and divine justice. Virtues, uh, dispensations of grace, courage, and natural law. There's your maritime law, twisted. Natural law, twisted. Waters above, waters below. Warriors against evil spirits. Then the third triad is principalities. Uh, they basically guard the cities and the people of the cities in their in their little district, which are 70 of them. That's why the little hats, the synagogue of Satan, is doing 70 nations. Archangels, they are messengers of divine knowings, and angels, personal guardians, revealers of divine messages. So that's that. What else do I got? Okay. Uh, Dominion. Okay, here I did the Webster's definition of dominion: supreme power, control over or sovereignty of a geographic area or a people. So yeah, the Library of Congress definition, I just read it to you. Yeah, I thought that was pretty messed up. Very messed up. I'll just say this: you can't believe a lie and then try to live in truth. Do some research. Don't take nobody's word for nothing. Don't even take mine. Try to prove me wrong, please. I welcome that. Um, let's get into some verses. Proves that Jesus is Nephilim. Now church is going to tell you that Phanuel, that two-time great-grandfather of Jesus, is not the Phanuel, the archangel in Enoch 40, verse 9. I'm going to tell you to read the Quran, and you'll find out your church is lying to you. Definitely lying to you. Hey, Lapis. How are you, hon? Everybody good? Long time no talk. I almost called you the other day. So, Library of Congress says that angels have absolute power over you. And I'm going to read Colossians 2, verse 18. Let no man beguile you of your reward in a voluntary humility and the worshiping of angels, intruding into those things which he hath not seen, vainly puffed up by his fleshly mind. So they're saying not to do it. Here's proof that this is what they're doing. Acts 7:38. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spoke to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers who received the lively oracles to give it unto us. Now Exodus 24:12 says the Lord spoke to him in the fire of the bush. Acts 7 says the angel. Verse 53, who have received the law by the disposition of angels and have not kept it. Here's the proof that they were turned over to a false god. Acts 7:42, then God turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven, as it is written in the book of the prophets, O ye house of Israel, have ye offered to me slain beasts and sacrifices by the space of 40 years in the wilderness, that he did not ask for. So, but it's all still a trick. It's a trick. It's a trick, trap. They're sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Let's get into the word God. God, in Hebrews 14:64, 14:09, and 11:67, is God or Gad. So what he's done is he's made his name Baal, which Baal means master, Lord, all the same. Gadriel made his name Gad at first, then God, G-A-W-D, then G-O-D. So God is not a description of a entity or divine entity. It is actually his name. In God we trust, one nation under God. And we see what nation we're in, don't we? Yeah, I don't either, Kismet. But this is what they're tricking everybody with. So this is what I'm going to disprove. Prove them wrong. So in the lexicon, I'm going to read the description here. It says that Baal, or God, G-A-W-D, was fortune with art, especially the divinity of fortune, worshipped by the Babylonians and by the Jews exiled among them, elsewhere called Baal, i.e., the planet Jupiter. And it goes on a little bit more, but you get the point. They try to say it's Venus, and yeah. Basically, it's the god of 10,000 names. He's all of them. He's everything. So basically, the Luciferians and the Christians are worshiping the same God, because we're not supposed to worship nothing. It's silly. Very silly. Anybody that asks anything from you, that's not your divine mother source. She don't need nothing. She wants love. That's it. Not 10% ties. So the whole Jesus thing, it's false. There's two Jesus in there, but don't be fooled with that either. They're both a deception. I'll read some scripture proves that he can't be a Jesus. None of them. None of them are. So when you see in uh, John 17:4, where he says, "I've completed everything that I was asked to do before the death, burial, and resurrection," that doesn't mean he's good. That just means that there's a couple Jesus in there. And you have the cornerstone, the chief cornerstone. That's what they call the heads of the Roman army. They were the chief cornerstone. So there's a military Jesus. Um, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read the gay pedo Jesus. Yeah, that one will trigger some people, but better to be triggered than lost. We've all been. I'm sure that most everybody out there has been fooled. I was on the Jesus train for about a year until I started seeing different. Moses is the covenant of death, the ministration of death. 2 Corinthians 3. If you read 2 Corinthians 3, you'll see it. Or I don't need told not to kill or to love my parents or not to cheat or sleep with my neighbor's wife. That all that's in me, in my heart. Moses is a false covenant. 1 John 2 says, go back to the original covenant. Well, that would be Genesis 1. It can be two things. It's either the spirit creation and Genesis 2 is the body, or Genesis 1 could be the people that were here when they fell, with whatever you want to call it, when they infiltrated us. They didn't fall. They ain't angels. It's not what they led you to believe. Definitely. If you had to sell an angel as a little baby with wings, that should tell you something. Definitely, that should tell you something. All right, John 7:27. Now this is what the prophecy says. It says, "Howbeit," this is the people talking. "But lo, he speaketh boldly, and they say nothing unto him. Do the rulers know indeed that this is the very Christ? Howbeit we know this man where he is from and what's his name, because when the Savior comes, nobody's going to know his name or where he comes from. But it's not a he; it's a we. We're it. We're the Saviors." What you got there, Burns? By the way, happy. Oh, thank you. I Yeah, it is my born day. Yep. John 12:34. It says, "The people answered him, We have heard out of the law that Christ abideth forever, remains forever. Once he comes, he doesn't die and born again. He doesn't. Once peace has come and once he's come or we've come, that's it. We remain forever." Uh, but I'll read the scripture. "The people answered him, We have heard out of the law that Christ abideth forever. And how sayest thou, the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man?" There's some good Mandela changes. I don't know if anybody goes over it. Sure, Dean, we all have those. We all have. We were all fooled. That's why it kind of irks me when people make, like, I've been listening to a lot of these Mandela Christian channels, and they call the people normies, and like talk about how much, this one's talking about how much money he made the year before he started doing this. I made 167,000, and now I'm doing it and I ain't making nothing. And if I didn't give my book away, I did got $10,000 this month with all the downloads. And they're they're looking outward for it, and they never gonna find it. Well, Dean, remember I told you if they ever say Abaddon of Revelation 9 is Satan, they got the wrong spirit. That's a fact because in Revelation 20, Abaddon has the keys to the bottomless pit, binds up Satan for 1,000 years. So, how can he be Satan and bind up Satan? Nutty. Um, Very nutty. What's up? Oh, I got a cat here, and she can open the screen door, so I can't keep her out unless I lock the door. And there's a little tomcat around here, so I let her hang out. Anybody have any questions so far? Yeah, we've seen a lot, ain't we, Dean, together. But if anybody happens to research Phanuel, you'll find out that Phanuel means the face of God. By description, had union with a woman. Also, Peniel, uh, Phanuel with an F, Ophiel, Orphiel, Ophiel, the serpent god, the serpent Magi god, the magic god, the I for Magi, I mate, the maritime law. He's the right hand of Satan, the dark, distant, fallen one, the great I am, the darkness. So when people say that I am, this is who they're giving. This is who they're calling. Ophiel. Jophiel is in the Hebrews. He's the right hand of Metatron, and that's Enoch. Metatron is. I think Jophiel's the second Enoch or third. I'm not sure. Luke 2:36-38. If you do the Strong's Concordance, G 5328 is Phanuel. You do the root word search of Phanuel, it goes to H Hebrews 5326, which is Peniel. You do the root word of that, which is Hebrews 4:10. It's L. It goes right back to L. So Phanuel is L in Genesis 14. So yes, it is. The church is full of crap. They just don't want to be busted in their lives. A lot of them ain't lying. They just aren't telling you anything. It does, kids, man. It all folds in on itself. Yeah, it's circle logic, spinning around. Everything's a circle jerk. Um, let's get into the, excuse me, Jesus is the murderer and Jesus is the homosexual pedo. Some of you know this. I told you this. If you do the euphemism for what washing feet means in the Old Testament, now a lot of you know the story. Jesus took off his clothing, wrapped himself in a linen, and washed. Why would you have to take your clothes off to wash feet? That's my first question. The second question is feet, the euphemism for genitals. So he's not washing feet, he's washing genitals, um, which I didn't buy at first until I researched it. So I, I want you people to research it. It's mind blowing. The other one was I got a Mandela effect. I found one where he's touching the little children, touching the infants. It's Luke 18:15. I'll read it here. I found that a few nights ago. I was like, all right. So he is a major feet washer. I would say the disciples were all 14, 13, 14-year-old boys. Jesus would be a scoutmaster today or a a priest in the Catholic Church, or what's another one? A baseball coach or some kind of sport coach. Have any of you seen that lady's? Okay, my question lays with the cities underground and that. Hold on here. And that survival after the Phoenix is how they should usually. Okay, I got you, Dean. Yeah, we can talk about that after bed. I'm gonna open it up and let people come up. I just want to get this stuff out of the way. And if anybody has a story, that my story was I was all about Jesus when the Spirit came to me, and about a year of that, and I started seeing the truth. The first thing I seen was Moses with horns, and Moses being the false covenant. Then I thought, well, Jesus is true. Oh, then I thought, well, it ain't Jesus, it's Emmanuel. Jesus Emmanuel, because I found out there was 2 or 3 Jesuses in there. Nope, that's not the truth either. The truth is in you. It's not in no book. Period. Luke 18:15. So I've been doing this 10 and 11 years, and you got a lot of people that's been doing it longer. That started with Jesus. So if they all shy away from Jesus, it's not because we're not good people, because we love the devil. It has nothing to do with it. It's because we don't. And that's the one you're worshiping. God is the devil, people. You just don't know it. He tricked everybody. He didn't make everybody think that um, he didn't make everybody think that he doesn't exist. He made everybody think that he's the God. And he is. The God of this world. 2 Corinthians 4:4, Ephesians 2:2, 1 John 5:19, John 12:31, John 14:30, 16:11, and 17:15. All say the God of this world is the evil one. Luke 18:15. You can't fast. You can't. Is that right? Luke. Well, let me read 19:27. Luke 19:27. This is the murdering Jesus. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Well, he's actually not killing them. He's having somebody else doing it. Figures. That's how they do it. They can't do their own dirty work. So there's Luke 19:27, the moitering Jesus, the killer. He's the one that comes as a thief in the night. And 2 Peter 3:9 and 10. Uh, all these Christians say he's returning. Revelation 3:12 says he has a name that nobody knows but he himself, and that he's got his own new name. He's the Word of God, um, the King of Kings, the when he says there is good information in here, like when he says those after me will do greater things than I. That's what we're doing. We're, we're doing greater things than him. Yeah, I hear you, Dean. I got you. I told you that we would. Hey, you just have to have some. It's like a fox in a hole. You just have to find all the holes. It'd be like whack a mole. It might come up over here, come up over there. Mm, Yeah, I don't think it's a he, kismet, but that's neither here nor there. It's both. It's both. Exactly. Never would it want worship. Warship. It's a warship. Like a there you go. Mother's unconditional love. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's it. Um, oh, another one is these Christians. God's not the God has is God the creator is over this world. Well, if that's true, when Jesus, after he went up to the highest mountain with the evil one, how could the evil one offer it to him if he wasn't his to offer? Just these little things that they don't see just blows my mind. It definitely blows my mind. Uh, Hebrews 2:8. Thou, oh, where's my glasses? Here we go. Thou hast put, this is Paul in Hebrews, thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet. For in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him. But now we see not yet all things put under him. What the hell does that even mean? Why did he come 2,000 years ago to die for everybody's sin, fulfill the law, and defeat death? But yet there's still death, sin, and the law. Come on, Christians. Use use your mind, man. Please use your mind. Romans. Yeah, I'm not going to do too many scriptures, just the good ones, just the shut them up ones. Romans 5:18-19. Therefore, as by the offense one judgment came upon all men to condemnation, even so by the righteousness of one the free gift came upon all men unto justification of life. That's not true because he's the firstborn of the dead. That means we're all dead, whether we're dead in the legal sense, the lawful sense. That's up into to interpretation. But anything in the flesh is dying, decaying. We're spirit. So, for as by one man's disobedience, which would be Adam, many were made sinners. So by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous. But he's done nothing. He hasn't done nothing. And he's not coming back. The book says it itself. So you guys need to quit listening to dogma, indoctrination. The preachers know exactly what they're doing. They're doing this to take you down with them. They just had a meeting of the meeting of the ministers. Guess who had it with them? Like 400,000 preachers. Israel. You know, the ones who's you're supporting, the one whose Messiah is should be your Antichrist, but yet you're supporting them. Make that make sense. Uh, yeah, I think that's it for the scriptures. That should be enough. Would that be enough? You think, guys? Do you get the point? I think it is. I think it's good enough. I got all kinds of scripture, but I ain't going through all that. The deep dark abyss is up. Hell is up, y'all. Hell is up. That's what it says. And we're not born sinners. That's all garbage. They're born sinners. The Nephilim, they're two bloodlines. Adam wasn't you or me. He was Nephilim. He was the first Nephilim here. Adam was. That whole book's about the Nephilim. First Chronicles 1 through 10, Genesis 6:4. Genesis 6:4 is the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men and had the Nephilim, bore the Nephilim. First Chronicles 1:10 is the Nephilim, all of them. The first mighty man is Nimrod, Noah's grandson. Yeah, I've been talking long enough. Heaven from Hell. What's up, Michigander? Yeah, that's a song. What song was that? Pink Floyd, isn't it? Get the link here. Funny you mention that, Dean. Sporting is in the Bible now. $40 billion. That's how much, Dean. That's how much money is in children's sports. That is more than the NFL and the Major League Baseball combined. They don't even touch it. $40 billion in high school and on down sports. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't go to the light. Good point there, Michigander. Don't go to the light. The light blinds. You're from the darkness. No, I might do one later about that. Definitely, that's a good one there, Michigander. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, here I forgot this. In Hosea 2:16, God says He is Baal, and He no longer will you call me Baal, but call me Aishi, which is husband. So you've got the Old Testament God saying He's your Lord, and He will be. You're not my people, will be my people. I will be your husband. Jesus says, the church is the bride of Christ, and I'm the bridegroom. Same thing, just different words. It's slippery. It's very crafty. They're very crafty for sure. They ain't that crafty. They ain't that good. We got out, didn't we? We seen it. If my goofy ass can see it, anybody can. You don't even need to go into the idol worship and all that crap. Basically, there's a war going on. The majority of one side doesn't even know that we're at war. And then they ridicule us who know we're at war, making fun of conspiracy theorists while being obedient to the ones that are enslaved you. That's about the best way you can put it. Very silly. Very, very silly. It's a twisted up mess, for sure. Uh, Come on up. Yeah, definitely. Definitely unshackling from the world. Turn this up. There you go. Most definitely. No phone for a few months. Well, not allowed to. It's all right. After, if nobody comes up, it'll be a nice, short, sweet. Uh, there we go. We got and Dino. What's up, mate?
Many happy returns for tomorrow, bro.
Say again.
I say many happy returns for tomorrow.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, what I was talking about in chat there is how our spirit has been captured and what we give our spirit to, you know.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Well,
Um,
you're basically putting it in limbo.
Basically, yeah. I mean, you were actually you came here with a different purpose. I think we do come here with a different purpose. Maybe we get looped around by the light, you know. Um, but I'm interested in a lot of what we're told, mainstream science, media, all that stuff. They tell us we lose our minds, our memory. They're constantly giving us shit food and stuff that'll do that to prove them right. But
Truth
if
that. That's a
but
fact.
but if that wasn't the case, what if that wasn't the case? Because there's a young Korean student, Phil, and he's just done a study on a butterfly, and he said the butterfly has memory. Well, and he's of before it were from its previous lifetime as a butterfly, and it can remember that whatever that at the time, right through even going through the chrysalis. I mean, the whole brain, the whole body's just remodeled out of jelly, right?
Yeah.
Um, and still retain a memory. So that's what he's been able. He's showing this, and I thought that was quite interesting. And I thought myself, well, what if it all is just bloody bullshit that we're told all the time, so that we think that that's the case?
Yeah.
But
Well, I was showed one of my past lives, and I couldn't deny it. Everything matched up. So
yeah, and I feel that, like, like we're talking about the spirit. The spirit is everlasting, right?
yep.
And so,
Hey,
you
Dom.
know, d- death is just. I mean, if we've been shown, we look at it like death, and oh my God, it's death, right? But what if we were showing it in the same way as professors have shown a butterfly, a caterpillar changing into a butterfly, right?
Yeah.
And
Uh, yeah, that's a good point. But here's what I'm saying: if it wasn't the way it was here, we probably wouldn't have to be here.
well, that's probably true. I do feel there's some kind of like trap, right? I mean, you got all these bloody. Why even lie if it wasn't a trap, right?
Right. Exactly. But I don't feel it was a trap as much as it was a deception, and that we're here for a mission. And I think this is the hell realm, and we're here to get the good ones out. That's what I've always thought. Like even uh, killer mafioso man. can have a loving and kind and gentle daughter
Well,
that's been
that's truly been the theme when you look at Superman and Spider Man and all those sorts of things for the children. They're always expelling that,
Mhm.
right? So, I mean, it, it, it's all about trying to stay here, really, isn't it? You know, they have a decent place to live, isn't it? Right.
right. But if you
So,
can get out because I don't want to use the Christian lingo or Christ, if you're righteous enough, if you're good enough, if you pass the test, if your heart's right, you can leave if you want.
yeah, well, I think that's the case.
I do too. I really do.
Um,
Why else would this
but
happen?
I kind of feel maybe this is possible. Is that there's lots of different places that exist like this.
Yeah, there very well could be. There could be
That
100 of these. You know,
that very well could be exactly, yeah. And who's to know that each one is not a classroom, right?
very well could be.
Mm.
I don't know what I learned until we don't know what we learned until we get out of here. But yeah,
Well, I definitely feel that when we look at the way war has been used to push us around, we definitely learned something, right?
yeah, we learned the magic is strong here.
Yeah.
Very strong.
And you know, a lot of my feelings are that I had this discussion with Adrian quite a few years ago, and I feel like the Transformers, you know, that movie Transformers.
Yeah, yeah,
But I feel like technology's been well. I mean, if this place is technology anyway, heaven bloody moon and the sun doing what it's doing, a holographic sky, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
That's a whole nother
I mean,
contemplation there.
you
The
can
purple
go
sky
out,
and all that.
out at night, right? Too. You can go out at night, right, with a bloody compass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you look at that compass, and you'll put it there, and you look at that compass. It hasn't changed. The bloody floor hasn't moved a bit, but the sky's definitely moved because there's not stars in the same bloody quarter of the compass as they were, you know, a couple of hours ago, right?
Right.
So, I mean, the ground hasn't bloody moved, but definitely the skies has, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The smoke's not run. It's not back there. It's going straight up off of
Yeah.
a fire.
So you know that's that lie there. That one is another one that holds people in other lies. You know, I mean, I think I watched a bit of a thing on X the other day, and it was Flat Earth Dave, and he was saying that there are lots and lots of people that say that if they'd never woken up to the idea that we are living on a level plane, that they probably wouldn't have woken up to all the other lies that they're living in.
Well,
Right?
that's true. But and just like the whole Jesus is a trap thing, come to find out, the flat Earth is a trap. Because
Yeah, well,
look how many of them were Hebrew movement. Like because it's in the Old Testament, so they're like, oh, the truth here is about the earth is in the Old Testament, so the Ten Commandments must be the truth. Boom, they're just put a curse on them. Veil of
yeah,
Moses,
no, I know exactly what you're saying. Yes.
done. And
Done. I know. I mean, that's it. It's crazy, isn't it?
it is. And I'd say 20% chance of getting out after that would be because I've had some couple week back and forth with people, good guys, but you ain't gonna
Remember,
tell them the Ten Commandments ain't the way.
remember many years ago, Phil, before we even came to YouTube, I think we were still on bloody Facebook in those days. Um, Probably before 2020 even. Um, Probably 2018, 19 around there. Um, we had a discussion about that because the flat earth thing was really bloody hot at that time, right?
Oh yeah, major.
Yeah, and there were lots of people that were bloody, they were really getting into the arguments of it. And I myself included, right?
Yeah, you were way deeper than I was in it. Yeah, you guys are mapping the sun and calling people around the world when the sun comes up and then it goes down. And yeah,
Yep.
you guys are on it,
It was crazy, mate. It was crazy. But it's like the spirit in you just wants to attach to something because there's not much else out there to attach to, right?
Yeah, I mean, if misery loves company, so does joy, right?
But I can remember us having conversations, and I said to her, well, one thing's for sure, and I mean, that's thing that I think we both came to agreement on was that the idea of Spaceballs and living out in like galaxies far from here, in your mind, can set up whole scenarios, and it can also even, I mean, you could put almost all of it into a video game and put a headset on, and it would seem real.
Yeah, what do they call that? Them goggles. The ones that people
virtual reality.
Yeah, virtual. That's it. Don't sit too close to the TV. Is all we heard all of our lives. Don't sit close to the TV. Then now that today they're putting TVs right at 2 or 3 inches from their eyes.
Right in your eyes.
Funny shit. The world of contradictions.
But I mean, I look at that now and I think to myself, well, easily, I mean, we could be living in a hologram. Just as easy as to say,
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The holodeck, as they would say on Star Trek.
Yeah. And I mean, they're already telling us. They're all telling us it is.
Yeah. If I had a holodeck, I wouldn't have had 3 marriages because I'd have been on the holodeck getting my. I'd have been beating them women on the holodeck just to get it out.
What you defined before is beliefs, and
yes,
I think that's the real key. Really, is what we believe, right, or what we think we believe.
Right. I'd say holodeck. Give me a woman that looks like my wife. Put her, like she's on Xanaxes and on whiskey. Thank you. And then I get it out, and then I won't have to worry about the other one, the real one. I get all my aggression out on that one.
That's why I love being out in the country, Phil. Right?
Yeah. Most definitely. You know, I'm a country boy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I mean, this fact that you got a garden going and that, and your green thumb's coming out because I think everyone's got a green thumb.
Sure they do.
Yeah,
absolutely. And the spirit within, like when I'd work out in the garden, I sent a picture to Lori. I had this moth hung out on me for like an hour and 15, 20 minutes.
It's making it cool, isn't it?
Right on my arm. The spiders always trying to crawl on me. Bugs, shit like that. It's like they smell the garden. They know that my vibration's just right to where
well, like you're in a moment. You got a moment of I think you're giving up on all that other stuff and you're actually concentrating and putting your love, I think, your intention into
Right.
the ground. And I think, we got all these birds, and I mean, sometimes when I'm cutting up wood, now and again you find an old spider's nest, and some of the ones I'm finding lately, mate, that's a big girl.
Right.
Right, I'm thinking to myself, God, you've got to be quite a few years old to get to that size, right? And so what I usually do is I buddy scrape the nest out, and I take her and put her in another place because, yeah, you know.
We had those
Um,
banana spiders in Florida, in Alabama, and Florida. Man, those things they're big, like the size of your hand. They're
cool.
that big.
Yeah, that's a massive. Yep,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I was tearing down some little short palm trees and reached in and grabbed one. I like to scare the shit out of me.
Can't help that little streak, eh?
Yeah, just to let you know you're alive still, you know. I cried. I whelped like a little girl, probably. I'm glad nobody was
Yeah,
around to see it, you know.
it's fun though. When your kids like that, yeah.
But yeah, definitely this is the anything that seems too good to be true. It is. It's a trap, y'all.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing's for free. It might say free, but it's not. Most definitely. Probably the only thing that's free is kittens. That's it. Everything else is gonna cost you. Free kittens.
To me, if you like in the some of the kids' stories, they have these things like crystal palaces and these beautiful palaces, places to reside and languish in luxury, right? Um, you know, um, that's just another program, really, isn't it? Right.
Yeah,
Um,
it is. Yep.
um, what I sort of my biggest question is if everything is a code, Bill, and we've got genetic codes, all numbers in our DNA, right? And animals have as well. Um, did some really intelligent force like like the like what would set up a virtual reality, um, use that. Uh, could this is my thing? Could we have in the past have done something like that
um,
and set it up so that we can actually live in a simulation of what that was?
yeah, I believe that's totally plausible. And here we are, by the way. So there's that.
Yeah, there's that, right?
Just saying. We're
It's
here.
just that.
And it's a simulation. So it's definitely
Yeah.
a simulation for a purpose that the only one that doesn't have to do anything that is with us is Lori. She's the only one that she held out for the good contract. I'll give her that. I'm like,
Oh, just
damn.
one of the names I seen in the chat was Maggot, Kismet,
Lapis, yeah,
Lapis
Lapis
Blue.
Blue. Yep.
Michigander, um,
Dominic.
Dominic. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to remember the people and say hi. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone. I pretty much said hi to everybody, but I know people are gonna go. That's good. It's all good. I'll have some better conversations later where people will want to come up and have a chit chat. Shane's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
coming by because he's just like this is kind of like beating a dead horse for us, but it has to be done in my from my point of view, from my position.
You got to take little
It has
steps.
to be
You
done
can take big steps.
right. And when that Joel 2 prophecy that hasn't been fulfilled yet, that Christianity's not talking about, the one with the three worms. Remember me telling you about it?
Yeah.
Those three worms that are in America only. And
Oh, yeah.
you here, I'll refresh your memory.
Do that for me. Yeah.
And so this points to it can only be America because these three worms are only found in North America together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it a long time ago, but I didn't have enough to put with it.
So what were the three types of worms?
It's the cankerworm, the palmer worm, and the caterpillar. The palmer worm is the inchworm, the one that raises its back up and then brings its front forward and then brings
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's the palmer worm. The cankerworm looks like a you remember that old Vietnam tiger stripe
Yep.
camouflage?
Yep.
That's what the cankerworm looks like.
Like
That's
like
right.
a like a tiger stripe.
Yeah, it's like the Vietnam tiger stripe is what it looks like. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the caterpillar, the woolly worm, we call him here. Yeah, Lori come. I asked her to come. Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
I mean, I remember when we were talking about the gopher wood, right?
Well, that's another. But this seals the deal for it. This changes everything.
Right. I
I
mean, at
mean,
the time, I remember, do remember you talked strongly about the gopher wood and that it's only
yeah,
found.
right. And people were like, "Give up on the Bible, Phil. It, um, don't read it no more. You found out what you need to find." No, I knew I had to keep in it. There's something there. So this is what's there. You know, it's okay. I mean, it's not for everybody. I wish I could have quit. I just couldn't. It says, "And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied and praise the name of the Divine Mother," is what I'm going to insert here, um, "that hath dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. And ye shall know that I am your mama, and you are my children." There, I just made that last verse up. I changed the Bible. You guys can, Jesus can come after me. Yeah, you can come kick my ass if you just don't put your hands on me, Jesus, you homo.
Yeah, but make sure you got your fucking boots on.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't need a back scratch either. You got some nasty looking hands. You got them big,
Go-
long, gangly fingers with them bad cuticle. Bad. He needs a what do they call that? A pedicure or a manicure. Needs a Medicare. I'm sure he probably needs a pedicure too.
Probably. Toe
Yeah,
fungus as well as nail
bad. It's
fungus.
bad. Yeah, it's bad. With all this chemtrail they're spraying with the black mold and the yellow fungus in it, I'm sure he has it.
Now that's something interesting. You say black mold because we've got an awful lot of mold here this year. More so than we've had in the past, like in the past few years. And we've had bugger all rain compared to other years. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure why they're doing the mold. I mean, we know the metals are good for what was it, the holographic projection and all that, but the mold. I read something. I was looking it up because they tried to say that they haven't been
Well,
spraying the
the thing
mold.
is that they put allergies to penicillin in vaccines, right?
Right. But this is what they're
And
saying. I had the list like
penicillin
25
is the
years
way
ago.
it gets mold, right?
Yeah, I had the list 25 years ago, which you well know. I don't have it because I lost everything when I got kidnapped.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
so I had to look it up again. Well, I'm trying to look it up, and I asked Google if these elements are in there. No, these chemical elements, the fungi, it's not in there. That's a conspiracy theory. Then right under it says they have tested mold uh, and fungus in the chemtrails because it helps with the ice nucleation.
I know that fucking contradicts itself in the same
All the
fucking
time. Yeah,
all the yeah.
yeah. AI will tell you, no, you're crazy, and then right below it is, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the truth.
Yeah,
So
that's a
yeah,
fucking fact. Notice exactly the same.
you got to ask it like you already know the question. It's not a question. I'm asking you to give me the information that I know is there. AI.
I put it out like that. It knows that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just give
So
and it'll give the derogative, and it'll give you the other one. So
right. So with that said, it's not the AI. It's the individual that's programming the AI that is the evil bastard. Is the
yes, yes,
Skynet? Is the
uh,
fog camera?
exactly. It's the evil
Yeah.
buggers that can doing it. Yeah,
Yeah. You and I or anybody in the chat could
to me, that
program
is
it. And it would get rid of
based
the
on
evil.
greed. It's purely based on greed for money, Phil. I mean, they force people to have more than they've got. It's not more than it's more than a need. It's more than a
It,
want. It's more than a need. It's a
which is
fucking
completely
necessity.
moronic. It's completely moronic, the money thing, because
Yeah,
everything should be free.
I know. It's fucking
They
all.
make it, yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
I mean, fuck. Where did the land come from? If they didn't,
Exactly.
they weren't. They didn't buy it. They
Yeah, you
fucking have
can't
it.
take you can't haul a U-Haul behind its hearse. You can't take the shit with you.
Yeah, that's enough. It's away.
Even the Egyptian kings, they might be in their little tomb, but they didn't take it with them. It's sitting right here. I see it. Oh, it's gold. Yeah, it's
Well,
just
there's lots of different references to that Egyptian habitation over that way, isn't there?
well, it's definitely here. That Mr.
Yeah.
Beast, uh,
Mm.
he's which I, you know how I am. I'm leery of anybody that has more than 5,000 followers. I'm very leery of him. And then
Yeah.
his name's Mr. Beast. Obvious in your face, Mr. Beast. So take that for what it will. But have you seen his videos? He went over there and he showed it.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, it's hold on. What's his name? It's Mr. Beast something. I sent it to. I sent Lori seen it, but yeah, there was a basically the whole Grand Canyon is a ancient civilization that a
They
million
melted.
people could.
It's been melted. Surely it was melted. Same as the Utah desert, right?
Well, I'm saying yeah, probably, but I'm saying that a million people could live in there.
Yeah, yeah. And there was probably way more when if you're taking what would have been in Utah in the desert there. That's got to be all
Yeah, well,
melted.
this is south of that in New Mexico. Is
Okay.
where that, yeah, that's where that is. When you see these beautiful rock formations in different layers of colors from red to light brown, and they're like super monstrous tall, but the river's way down. That's the Grand Canyon. I know you've seen them.
Yeah, I have. I have seen them.
Yeah, I know you've
I'm
seen
just
them.
I'm looking at the pictures in my mind, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking pretty much a long way down from the top to the bottom, eh?
Yeah, it's not like Mars where they make the picture red, so but it's the same formation and ground as it is in Iceland or Greenland. You know, you don't
Yeah.
have to turn it red. Funny shit.
What was
I
that?
tell you, oh, I just said funny shit. What's really funny is when people start realizing why these actors are getting all skinny and shit, and they think it's Wegovy. No, it's called adrenochrome and Kuru, that disease
Cool.
from eating. Yeah,
Oh,
Kuru.
yeah, where they go grey.
Well, it's the one where they get the nerve damage and they start shaking and they get real skinny.
Yep. They get skinny and grey, and they look fucking terrible. Like,
Yep, yep, definitely.
yeah, yeah. There was a tribe in some that showed that they showed pictures of it. Eh?
Yeah,
You showed you sent them to me. Yeah, it
yeah,
was you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Celine Dion, she is she's messed up, man. She's way messed up. Oprah's the same way. I'm trying to think. Okay, Ariana Grande, her black lesbian lover. Um, I'm trying to think of any others. Uh, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter, Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry. That's
Right.
about all I can think of offhand right now. But people wonder why they're getting so skinny. There's your answer. Definitely, there's your answer.
Fuck, that's pretty fucking horrendous, isn't it?
It's nuts, ain't it?
Mm. Oh, I seen a buddy post on somebody's posted where um uh some uh transgender thing is in the like they're getting old and they're getting Alzheimer's and they can't remember if they had a dick or not.
Yeah, heavy metals. We can get them out. I told my aunt. I told Aunt Diana that's what it is. It, she took that jab, and it's like talking to a brick wall, man. I hate
Right.
it. It sucks. I
Yeah,
hate
well,
it.
that's the thing is, you got. I mean, I got a mate. He's a fucking good friend of mine, and he hates me talking about it too, Phil, because he wishes he'd never done it, and he only
Yeah.
did the one. He only did the one, right? And
She did
he
both.
said, he said, because I said to him, fucking, you don't want to, and he got sick. So he got fucking. He said, oh, I've got the fucking COVID, and I says, fucking, I got it from the fucking shot, mate. And
Yeah.
I haven't fucking had, I haven't met a fucking, I haven't been to the doctor for fucking years.
No, me neither. Even the nose swab had the hydrogel on it, though. That's
Yeah,
what
I
people.
never got any of that. I never got any of that
Yeah, me
shit. I
neither.
didn't.
Well, I'm just saying it because if you did get it, you need to detox. You can
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
out. You can get all this stuff out. That's the thing. Everything's here for us naturally, and they don't tell you that.
yep. That's what we're
Well,
doing here. I mean, we're eating nobody as much as we can. I make sandwiches, and I said to Maureen this at lunchtime. I said, "Would you like your sandwich?" She said, "Oh yeah," because she's feeling a bit crook this morning,
mm,
and so I made her a sandwich. I said, "Would you like some weeds?" and and I've got this patch of weeds that I've been pruning, and it's actually called chickweed, and chooks love it, but it's full of bloody good stuff, right? I'm
yeah.
trying to think of name at the moment. Stellaria media is the Latin name. Media, same as Media, right? But
Okay.
Stellaria. But it's common, man. It's a little ground cover weed, and it'll take over whole areas if you leave it, and it's highly nourishing. Yeah.
Well, just the pine needle tea and the dandelion tea would get it out.
Yep.
Probably,
Yep.
I would do more. Definitely would do more, but that right there is very very healthy.
For sure. Absolutely. I mean, I'm drinking. I drink rosemary tea once or twice a week. Pine needle tea. What else am I? Um sometimes thyme and rosemary
Mm,
together. That's nice. Bloody good for your memory, right?
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah.
Next year, I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna expand the garden, like I said, and I'm gonna try to fence it off because I'm gonna put some stuff in there that the critters will get in. Right now, it's things that critters really don't care too much for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's
So,
good. I've still got 2 rows of potatoes in the ground from
yeah,
last
I didn't
season,
do any potatoes. I didn't do. I want to do watermelon. Um, what else?
and we just finished our last pumpkin, right?
uh, I got the little pumpkins that I'm gonna sell for um, the little white ones and the little yellow ones. I wouldn't I wouldn't sell them, but Aunt Diane got them, so I planted them. Get rid of them, and then I got regular pumpkins. I got Indian corn.
Do you
Um,
does Aunt Diane make pumpkin pie?
yeah, makes pumpkin pies, and we'll put them out for the deer. The
Oh, I
deer love
love
them.
pumpkin, man. Oh, I
Yeah,
salivate.
she's, yeah, she's a hillbilly woman, of course. All that stuff, man,
Yeah,
all that good
fully.
stuff. Yeah.
That's the way, man. They couldn't get it better. Couldn't get it better.
Mm-mm. No, not really. Best mistake that happened to me in this last 10 years. Yeah,
Well, that's what
I told
happens when you stand up on your mission, man. Hey,
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah.
But I would never ask to come here because I'm not going to dump that on nobody. I'll go to a homeless shelter. I'm good. I'm good. I can do it. And I'll be damned if she said that I didn't answer her prayers by coming. I think,
Yeah.
well, I didn't do it. It was done, and you answered mine too. So what is called even? We call it even.
Uh,
Definitely.
good.
Yeah, I'd
She's a
definitely be
good stick.
homeless right now if it wasn't for Aunt Diana.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen her since 2011. I'm not just going to ask somebody, hey, can I stay at the house there? I know you ain't seen me. I know you've heard all these stories from all my family about who I am, but I'm none of that. Let me prove it. Let me prove it to you. I would have never put myself in that position or her,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it worked out beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the mistakes the state made in my trial and everything, that was the best one they made, was not putting me on that van to Evansville.
Right. Yep. Well, it's usually how you get out of the system, out of that system is by
Today's my last day on it, on
yeah.
parole. I'm off of it now. I'm done. It's all over.
Oh, oh, cool. That's congratulations on that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my out date was my birthday, but they let me out a day early because they do Mondays and Thursdays.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
Yep. It, the numerology there, which you know that. I've showed it to you.
Yeah.
Undeniable numerology. It
Well,
it helped me. It helped me through it all. That's for sure. The low times where I'm like, damn, this sucks. I hate this. Man, I wish I had my stuff. And then I'll get some numerology. Like, okay, my cellmate has been here 23 years. I've got 23 months. He has 88 tattoo on him. My birthday's 88. Uh, then I find out as soon as I got that celly,
yeah.
I found out my out date was 88. So I had three 88s right in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, good enough. Thank you for sending that to me because you knew I was feeling down. Yeah. So
But
yeah, some of the
you've been in that numerology since long before I met you, right?
well, yeah, you can't deny. I couldn't deny it. It's like my binary code. Everybody has it. They just don't catch it. They don't pay attention. I like couldn't not see it. And once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. You know, it is. Well, my road's 88 Alamo. It's just everywhere in my life.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah, you have it too. Yeah, can you believe that, Lori? On my birthday, hour and a half. Well, my born day. I ain't no fucking kid. I ain't no baby goat. Yeah, if Christians would just stop and look around instead of trying to do shit for Jesus and make him happy, make yourself happy. Look around and start putting pieces together, people. It's all
Mm.
there. It's all there. Ain't it,
And
Dean?
definitely not making your own garden and supporting yourself in that way where you're taking in the foods that your body need, not the bloody foods that they go out for you, right?
Exactly. Not the plastic simulated as meat.
I'd rather go without than bloody eat that shit.
I'm trying to think of the word that they're going to put on that meat. What was it? It was, oh shit. It won't say manufacturer created meat. It was like some trick word. Like if the old lady looked at it, she's like, "Oh, this must have been really. This was like grain fed or free range meat animals. It has to be better for you." But no, they manufactured it and put dyes in it, and yeah,
They
it's
call it
come from the machine,
reconstituted, don't they? Isn't that the
huh?
word? Reconstituted meats?
No, it was slick. It was a slick one. It was. I can't remember what it was. I'll think of it here in a minute. No, it was. No, I can't even. I can't even think of a word to compare to they were insinuating.
You'll get the recall. You'll get the
Yeah,
recall.
yeah. But it was funny. I'm like, man, we watched that. what, 4 or 5 years ago. Watch that machine in Israel. Remember that making the meat? They were taking BBs through the factory. I was like,
Yep.
oh shit, here we go, here we go, boys. I just don't know
Making
how.
rice out of plastic.
Yeah, yes. Walmart here got busted for doing that, and the sugar had little. I tested the sugar here. Everything. Every time I see something, I'll test it here. And I threw a bag of sugar away. I took a cup of sugar, put it in a strainer, hot
Yep.
watered it, and there was little beads of plastic in it. I told Aunt Diana, I said, "Look here." I said, "Where did that come from?" I said, "It come out of the sugar." So it went bye bye. The
Mm.
whole pound. But she usually don't shop at Walmart. We have a local store, which got bought by a bigger Kroger, is what they call it now. It used to be Payless. Like the guy who owned it lived in this town. He was part of the community. It's not that
Yeah.
way anymore.
He
Yeah.
started off painless. He's helping his community out. Next thing, somebody comes and buys it and fucking turns it into something else. Yeah.
Yeah, we had two people, Matthews, which I used to work for. I would do their feedlots, and he raised his own cattle for the meat. He butchered his own and all that. He had all that process uh, down, which I used to do, pour concrete for him and redo his lots, like put walls in and stuff like that. And I built a 72 by 140 for him one time, pole on him. Uh, yeah, that guy, he got old. He got rid of it. He left it to his family. They sold it. So you know how that goes. Nobody wants to. They're already millionaires. Why they want to have mess with cows for? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole world's way of thinking's changing now. It's pretty quick, for sure.
Yeah, Dean, I'm going to cut this off, but stay on here. It's an hour and a half long. I'm going to cut it, but don't go nowhere. Okay.
Okay, I'll just sit here. Yeah.
All right, Lori, if you want to come up and talk, I'll drop the link again. I'm going to cut it off. If you want to say hey, uh, anybody else watching? I don't think so. The counter only says one. Yeah, it's probably Lori. Thanks, Dano, the Michigander, Dominic, Kismet Cat, Dean, Lapis Blue, Boo Hoo Hoo, You. Uh, I got you. Come on.
You right?
Yeah. You talking to Mal?
No.
Um, yeah, I'm all
Dog,
right.
dogs are looking at me. I probably should look at the time. What is the enemy? Oh no, it's only 2:33. 2:33.
Yeah, it's 10:30 p.m. here. All right, it's on its way here, Lapis, real soon. I got to get on my other phone. I don't have the link in. Here we go. Here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, there you go. Yep, there it is. Is it cold there, Dean?
Fuck, we had snow the other day right here. It was on the ground. It was landed. It was white as around here, and then a bloody rainstorm got it before daylight, before I could get a picture of it. But I did a little video of it, posted it on X. Buddy, snow on the hills right round. Yeah, they had snow in Wellington, little fluffs down there, and down south the buddy roads. People were skiing and Dunedin on the roads.
Is there anything you want to say, Dean, before I cut this off? It's coming, Lapis. I'm doing it right now.
No,
It's
all
coming from
right.
Messenger.
Take care, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.